Oh, it's an actual village of fairy lights. Oh, how precious. Just strung up everywhere like decorations. Of course, these have got extra special little something for me. They remind me of someone. Because I actually now know somebody who does this, who uses fairy lights as decorations outside of Christmas. It's all rather quaint.
Hello, who are you?
Oh my god, what are you?
You're not from here.
Kill it with fire.
Wow, you look just like Fred, but smaller, and with less hair on your face.
She knew Fred. I told her that he was my uncle.
I'm not sure I'd say
and that I
she
was
right
looking
away,
for
but
him.
guess it's the ponytail.
What's an uncle?
Universal
I said
young
that he
female
was,
identifier that it
that
is.
I had known him all my
Evidently.
life.
Really? Me too. I'll help you find him. I'm Madeline.
Sure. Let's not
The
anger the
others call
strange
me
frog monster.
Mad Maddie, sometimes. I don't know why, really, but you can call me Maddie.
Yeah, sure, Maddie.
You've never been to the village,
I knew a
right?
Maddie once.
Let's meet
She
over
took
there
all my
in the
money.
square. I'll show you around. I bet you
Ah.
can get there easily with your suit thing.
In the end, it was another merchant
So, I'll see you there.
who forced themselves upon me.
I couldn't believe
My
it.
god. Frog
An
suicide.
underground village inhabited by
Games of Frog have gone
frog
extreme
people.
these days, you know?
or more like
Yeah, where am I going? Somewhere in that
salamanders.
direction, I presume, is where the
Either
game wants
way,
me to go.
they walked like humans.
God damn it.
They talked like humans.
I can't even blame the
How is
game
it
on that one. I just
possible?
completely forgot to push the right controls. Let's try this again, shall we? Right click on the mouse button. I think that's Yep, there we go. Oh, actually the right click didn't activate, did it? Just lucky that I got there just fine anyway. Alright, never mind. Whee! He flies for the air with the greatest of ease. He is the man with the very high-tech grappling hook attached to his arm. And not Bionic Commando, in fact. In fact, as I understand, a lot of people who played the reboot of Bionic Commando really wished for something more in lines with this, in terms of the actual grapple mechanic in that game. But it's not what they got there, was it? It's not what they got at all. Not at all. Not at all. Whee! Oh fuck. Ah! I did bugger it up, but I think we recovered from that quite nicely. And that's what you want, really. You want flexibility of mechanics. You don't want one surefire way to do things and that just be it, you know?
Hi, welcome to my village. This is the town square, and that over there is Fred's tent.
Aha, right, okay.
I haven't seen him in a few days, though. Maybe our elder Samuel knows where he is. He knows a lot of stuff. Mostly
Elder
boring
Samuel, eh?
stuff, if you ask me. But it's worth a try. Before asking him, though, you should check out the village.
This elder of yours, he's
It's
not gonna
so bad,
tell me that he's sick of all
unless
these
you have to stay
motherfucking
for
frogs
too
in this
long.
motherfucking cabin, right?
When you're done,
That wouldn't be a thing.
go to the island with the windmill, and you'll see Samuel's coat from there. I'll go on ahead and tell him that you're coming. He's not
Good plan.
much for
You run on ahead.
surprises. Later.
Or hop. Yep, hop along,
I
whatever.
thanked Madeline and agreed to meet her
My
later.
god, there's more of them. They're
It was
everywhere.
strange.
We
How
have to
could I
tell the
talk to
people on the
someone who
surface
was
there's a
not even
frog
human
army just
and
beneath
still feel like
their very
it was
feet.
perfectly
You
normal.
have to believe me. They're everywhere. Damn your eyes, damn your britches if you won't understand. What a handy map. I say handy, doesn't really tell me anything because it doesn't represent the topography of this 3D environment at all. Just tells me there are a number of islands in relative relation to each other. What's on the Game Boy there? What I would give the ability to actually zoom in outside of certain pre-scripted sequences. I mean, I assume the reason you can't, so you can't see the joins in the world, so to speak. I would assume that's the reason it's been done like this. But I would prefer if I could actually just, look around at will. That would be better, you know? It would be better.
It looked like
Better.
most of the shacks in the village were built out of trash. Trash from our world. It was, after all, a garbage
They've been salvaging
disposal
from our
pad
trash,
that
learning
took
our
them.
ways, taking our technologies. Probably made s'mores here involving flies. Ooh, could be interesting things down there. I'm checking what the actual collectibles are. Weird. In fact, haven't we already seen one of those? thought we saw one like right at the beginning of the game, but it wouldn't let me interact with it. I'm not entirely certain what the game's expecting me to do there with those weird machinery things, but whatever. Having played so much of The Witcher 3 lately, I'm very tempted to just go sort of harvesting random herbs. Because you never know, right? Mix it with a bit of mucus, the blood of a bat, have an oil that kills vampires. It's crazy stuff, it really is. But I doubt it's really going to be... I doubt it's going to be like that in this particular game. Wow. Okay, that was pointless, but it was a thing that happened. See, the symbol just occasionally just appears for no discernible reason on things. Things that aren't even really grapple points. Which becomes rather confusing. I know you're trying to establish this is like part of the language of these frog monsters, but even so, don't just put it on random stuff which has nothing to do with the main mechanic you've been showing me throughout the entirety of the game so far. You've been teaching me, game, that whenever I see that, that means that is the thing I can grapple to. Stick it on a random box for no reason, I'm probably going to end up getting sucked into the middle of nowhere, attempting to grapple onto the box. Oh, come on. No. That's clearly not an invisible wall. Well, it is an invisible wall, but there shouldn't be one there, is what I was trying to say. Fred's tents up there. That way is progress, I'm assuming? Yeah, so... we go check out the... Can I get up there, maybe? So many things to do, so many things to discover, you know? Gotta go places, gotta go fast, gotta go high. Speaking of which, I might go... That looks important as well. Ah, there's so many options. Why are there so many options? I need more linearity. I'm kidding. Who really wants linearity, let's face it. Whee! Yeah, that should get me a... Nope. Okay, don't fall into the void. Falling into the void would be a bad thing. No. Let me back up. Let me back up, you motherfucker. Ah! No, I'm gonna fall down again. Okay, perhaps I do need to just grapple straight onto the rock. Wow. Ah, there you go. That works. And by a telescope. Oh my god, getting flashbacks to watching Jupiter ascending. Ugh. You know it's a bad film when your girlfriend usually takes the piss out of you for falling asleep during things. It's the one that falls asleep during the middle of it. That's not a good sign. That's a bad movie right there. Then it seems to be promoting yiffing, which I don't really get. You don't believe me? Go watch the film. I'm not even joking. Spends the entire film lusting after some random dog boy. For no discernible reason. Oh, okay. Apparently the trigger point for going to examination mode was about 6 foot in the air. That's interesting design.
I'm not sure. A couple of months, I think. Less than half a year for sure. I remembered hiking with him the summer before, but when I counted the days in his journals and from when I last saw him, it didn't make sense. Maddie said...
Trust me, fellow, it doesn't make sense now. It's not going to make sense later at all. It's all just crazy.
She meant
crazy
figuratively.
Figure...
Like, she didn't really mean it. Like, when you say you'll die if you don't get a puppy for your birthday.
That's true, though.
I'm sorry. Of course it is.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Uncle Fred. Mom says you're now 4 times bigger than I am. Well, this gives us a time frame. To Fred from Maddie. Da-da. So he's basically taken on the frog girl like his adoptive daughter. Been teaching her to read and write. Oh god, that's the first stage. They're going to assimilate. Yeah, probably should have landed on the mat. That might have been the trigger point. More so than the thing in the air that I guessed. Yeah, either way. We got there eventually. Though I wonder if it's purely because I was looking for trigger points I actually found one. If I was just playing the game as intended, I might have walked straight past that tent assuming that there was nothing in there I could actually interact with after all. That would have been a tragic loss, I think, and that's Fred, I'm guessing. Except younger and more handsome. Well, the frog people seem to like him, not sure whether that's a ringing endorsement or not. But it's certainly a thing that's happened. Okay. I'm slightly concerned. I think I can smell I think I smell burning in here. That's not good.
Did Fred have any kids?
That's
of his
either the
own?
carpet below my PC or my
Nope.
PC itself.
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
He lived alone. He didn't really have any time for a family, I guess. He was always away or busy with his inventions. He could be gone for months at a time. I never knew how soon I would see him again.
Don't you think he felt lonely then?
I think he was too caught up in his projects to feel lonely. It seems like he found new friends in the village, though. Maddie seemed to be especially fond of him, taking after all that he did. Maybe Fred was like a father to her.
She didn't have a real father, right? If she was born from an egg.
That's right.
That's
another
racist.
thing we had in common.
Okay, so apparently the character we're playing as is he's either an orphan or his father abandoned him and the family. I don't know what's going on here, but we'll explain why he's so bonded to Uncle Fred here. Very strange. Well, not strange, but that's wrong. I shouldn't really say it like that. It's intriguing. It's an extra, unexpected element to the story. That the guy who's telling this whole event to his kid is also suffering some sort of a lack of parental figure kind of thing going on. But at the same time chasing down his substitute paternal figure in the form of Uncle Fred. Intriguing. Oh, no. I'm alive. I'm alive. It's a miracle. Have I been over here yet? This place is all very, very samey. It's kind of... Oh, god damn it. Nope. Ah. Thought I was going to fall into the void, didn't you? You thought it was all over. Well, not a bit of it. Not a bit of it. I'll teach you all to have a bit more faith in me. Just a little. A smidgen. A modicum. The slightest of bit, you know. I'm not going to say go crazy. Not actually to make me your new messiah or anything like that, but a touch of faith would be okay. Okay, seriously, game, we need to stop this business of you just randomly deactivating my powers. Come on. For some reason it seems to happen whenever you touch wood as well, which I don't quite get. There we go. Whee! Ah! Flawless victory. That's how we traverse a village in my book, son. I think I've pretty much explored everything there is to explore. I think all that's left to do is continue onward to this Elder Samuel. Find out who this chap is. What his deal is. No, don't fall down. Please don't fall down. Please don't. Don't. Oh, you bastard. I hate you all. It's going to stop me all the way back. I'm not going all the way back up to the top. If it decides it's not going to save me locating Fred's tent, then so be it. I'm not going all the way back up there to trigger it again. That's just not a thing I'm doing. Wow. See, sometimes I overcomplicate things. All I need to do is make a regular jump and then... moon's pretty. No sign of evil faces on it this time. Which is something I always appreciate. I could do with less evil faces on my moons, really, if I'm perfectly honest. It's just, I think it's a thing I need less of in my life. Oh god damn it, I didn't... This is why I should pay attention to what I'm doing when I progress forward in games. It'd probably save us all a lot of time. Keep forgetting this isn't like Portal. It's not like a case like, you know, I do the thing and then I get to stand around for a bit and decide what to do next. You have to constantly be on the lookout. Come on, there we go. For what is the next correct thing to do? Speaking of which, I'm going to land and recharge my things, aren't I? Yes, come on, don't fall. Perfect. Nailed it. Right. This time we do need the long jump, I'm pretty certain. There we go. And dodge around the rock. And grapple hook to success. Perfect. Ah, and here they are.
In our halls. Welcome. Our name is Samuel, and we will do our best to assist you. Please tell us what brings you here.
I told him that I
A
was
weird
looking for
trash
my Uncle
compactor
Fred.
thing, actually.
We should
I was
help.
looking for my Uncle Fred as
Do
well.
you know where he is?
Fred left us without a word. If you aspire to find him, we can share with you a sacred crystal, a power core. Fred
Sacred
used
crystals,
their
eh?
kind to power his suit. You can have it if you return our Fred to us.
The crystal? Sweet!
Madeline, that was inappropriate. Your help will not
What?
be necessary.
Sounds pretty sweet to me.
The
You shall I
crystal
found
is
when
not
I've got
for
new
you to
powers.
have.
What? I want to help finding Fred. Why couldn't I?
Please, Madeline, that is impossible. None of us may enter the chasms. It is too dangerous.
What's the danger? If Fred can do it, so can I.
I say this for your own protection, Madeline. You are forbidden from entering the chasms.
Yeah, good luck with
Because
that.
you're afraid of what's outside the village.
Teenage frog
doesn't
girls or
mean
anything
I
like
am.
human teenage
I'm
frog
nothing
girls?
like you. I'll
What?
never be.
No, look at that. You know what I meant. Point is,
I
she's not going to
apologize.
obey. She's probably
It
going to
is
follow me.
true that
Let's
we
face
want
it.
to keep her safe.
Every game needs a
But she
sidekick.
does not understand. Behind us is the power core. Take it, and go into the chasms. Find Fred, and if you see Madeline, take care of her.
Even you don't believe she's going to actually obey you. Even you think she's going to follow me anyway. So come on, what was the point in forbidding her? Apart from, basically guaranteeing that
I
she's
felt
going to
a
disobey.
little uneasy about moving on into the chasms. If it was too dangerous for Maddie, would it be safe enough for me?
Mm-hmm. Funky fresh, eh? Funky fresh. Ooh-wee. No, 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 no. Oh, that's a bad start. That is a bad start. Okay, try again. This time with 90% less failure. Well, more than 90% of any luck. 100% would be amazing. Doubt it though. There we go. Stick the landing, son. Just stick the landing. Whee! No! Why? Why would you just randomly deactivate? Why? Why would that be a thing? Probably the thing that's annoyed me most about this game so far. When the grappling hook just randomly decides, well, I've had enough of working for now. Guess you're on your own. It's like, why? Why would this be a thing that you did? Why would the grappling hook just randomly turn itself off in mid-flight? That seems immensely unhelpful to all concerned. And by all concerned, I do of course mean, me, because I am the primary protagonist of all of this. The person who's, sick of all your bullshit. Mr. Video Game. No, no. There we go. Case in point. Attempt to click on object. Watch as game decides. No. You're not allowed to click on that object. Even though the icon's lit up. No. There we go again. Quite enough of that, thank you. Damn it. We're going to land all the way on the top. Skip a bit of, speedrun strats. Skip a few segments. They smell goodies, by the way. I saw that.
I found a strange
Nah.
gizmo. Some sort of measuring tool that Fred must have built. It seemed to be done measuring though, so I took the results to give to Fred.
Okay, so we activating inverted commas here, the device by just running straight at it, eh? No, I can do that. That's definitely a thing I can do. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah, saved it. Nailed it. As I planned all along. Woo! Yes, go on land. Perfect square. There we go.
Darkness swept over me as I
Like a
left
goddamn
the
boss,
glittering lights
son.
in the village
Like a
behind me
goddamn
and
boss.
headed for the ominous shadows of the
Don't
chasms.
stop me now. We're having such a good. Oh god. What's it loading? No, okay,
As
I
entered
transitioned straight to the chasms. Excellent.
It struck me how much darker it was in there. The shadows were black as ink, and although I tried not to be afraid, I couldn't help but shiver. Was it the darkness that frightened the villagers as well, or was it something else?
Well, considering you've already jinxed it, I imagine it's going to be some dark and terrible beastie lurking out there in the shadows. Because that's generally the way it happens. I don't get nice things. All I get is misery and terror. Sometimes in a different order, but generally those two things. That's pretty much my limit, my exception, my everything when it comes to video games. Again, really game, we're going to do this. Okay. How about this time we don't deactivate the powers I'm trying to use? For no apparent reason. Does that seem fair to you? If I could, if I actually get to use the skills I'm attempting to use? And stick the landing? Fuck. Well, I didn't die, so. Didn't go quite as far as I wanted, but I didn't die, so I'm counting that as a victory. Right. Try and do it as the game wants. Go to the exact point. Oh, fuck. Exact points, he says. Taking too long and almost buggering it up. Aha. Oh, fuck, no. Come on. Come on. Land, land, land. Yes. Nailed it. And that's how we do it professionally. I mean, if you wanted to be plain, you could have landed here and come around and all this business, but, I mean, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, really now. We got over here. Looks like goodies. Amazing goodies. Weird glowy symbols. I think that basically says 4 was ear. I do believe. Anything else? Nope. Completely pointless corridor that takes a good 20 seconds to run up and down. Again, an amazing design choice there, guys. I'm well impressed. I'll say some of the weird things going on here with like the game engine and stuff are starting to annoy me. Maddie? Apparently I saw Maddie, but I was looking this way and she wasn't here. Where the hell is... Ah, there you are, Madeline.
I'm glad you came.
Yeah, the
Sorry
event
about
trigger
back
wasn't set
there.
up based on where I was actually
just
looking at her,
get
just
so
where I crossed a certain
frustrated.
point.
They cling so desperately to what they know. Won't ever do anything new. It feels better when Fred is around.
I told Madeline I didn't mind, and I asked her what she was doing with the book.
Oh, this? These writings? It's like a secret language. They are done by people who left the village
hell is
long
that?
ago. They're called the Strays. But no one wants to talk about them.
Like a snow globe on
I
a stick.
started translating their language
But
with
yes,
help
the
from a
Strays.
stray book that Fred
Language and
found.
translation, it's all very
This
fascinating,
one
Madeline.
says, "Don't move when the eye is open," I think. I wonder what it means.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Whatever. We should get going. Why don't you take me on your back? It'll be faster if you carry me. I used to piggyback
You
on
can
Fred
traverse
all
this
the
area
time.
faster
Turn around and I'll
and
hop
like
up.
risk-free. I mean, you can actually go down into the water and stuff, which I apparently can't.
You're not going to drop me.
But yeah, sure,
right?
why not?
Okay.
Give you a
Let's go.
Princess Ruto style lift.
Madeline climbed up on my back, and with the suit on, I could barely feel the extra weight.
Notice he said barely. Not that he couldn't at all. Just pointing that out. Just pointing that out.
The winding, narrow tunnels felt like they were closing in on me.
And I'm starting to flag
They
myself, so
were
I think I
oddly
might actually
long
have to
and twisting,
call it a day
almost
soon.
like someone or something had dug them out. With Maddie on my back, I had to be careful not to bump her head on the ceiling.
Yeah, perfect. Le parkour extreme. See, when when the game and its mechanics actually work, and you're moving at like extreme speed, flowing naturally from one point to another, it's all very cool. Problem, shit, is when that happens. You end up, just falling to your doom. Because the game expects you to be able to react to something you can't see yet. So now that I know what's there, I can do this relatively easily. Oh, fuck off. There we go. But because there was no physical way of me actually able to see what was going to happen
Let
before
us
we got
start
there.
anew. The Strays were ordinary people living in the village long ago. They disagreed with the old traditions and left to form their own village, or they were thrown out for misbehaving. The stories differ a bit.
Okay. Tribe of outcasts, delinquents, possibly devious, probably murderers if they're out here in the dark. Usually the way it works, right? Probably all gone stark, raving mad a long time ago. Waiting to strip the fresh, straight from the bones of some impressionable young lad like this one.
Seemingly bottomless pits loomed below us, everywhere in the cave. The further we got, the more I felt like what faint light existed down there was getting fainter. I was really glad that I wasn't alone.
Stop that. And stick that. And wait a minute. There are 4 points. I only got 3 things or no landings. Well, that was just rude, really. Can I get to the other pillar by just... If the game would stop deactivating my powers mid-run, that'd be amazing. Try again. There we go. That's what should have happened. Yeah. Again, that really is trial and error gameplay, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Literally no way
Of what?
I could have done that first try. Not without, you know, the reflexes of a paranoid mongoose, anyway. Nah, there you go. Got one of those, anyway. Collectible. I don't know, though. Just something about that's rubbing me up the wrong way. The game's deliberately having a situation set up where, like, you've got a literal blind corner. So there's no way for me to know that I need to do that weird fancy jump in order to successfully navigate the next point or not. That's like artificial padding. That's never good in any game you play, is it really? Let's be honest with ourselves.
I had never heard a creature sounding as terrifying, and I imagined it wouldn't be happy about visitors.
Whee! Yep, terrifying beasties. I'm so afraid. Yeah, I'm far too jaded these days. I've played too many horror games over the years to really give a shit, if I'm honest. About, you know, a bit of ominous roaring. Especially when we've got a terrifying monster just clinging to our backs as it is right now. I mean, nothing against you, Madeline, but you're an abomination against man, god, and machine, let's face it. Aha. Speaking of machines. Right. Directions, directions, directions. Places to go. Uncles to find, apparently. Get a bit of height. It should help. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all to realise there are probably massive shortcuts you could take if you knew this game a bit better. After I finish it, I might have a quick look see if there's any speedruns of it. I have a feeling this would be a game speedruns would quite like. I don't know, I somehow think it would be.
See that glowing plant over there? I bet something will happen if you use your grapple on it.
Okay. Whoa,
Told you
okay.
so.
It produces light. That's, quite frankly, kind of weird. But sure, whatever helps. I guess that's going to be me for the next, 10 or 15 minutes then, is it? Shooting plants to make light so I can actually see where I'm going and what I'm doing. Yeah, that's going to be the thing, isn't it? Yeah, fair enough. Shoot plant. Yeah, okay. Whee! Yep. Okay. Shoot plant, make lots of light. Lots of light. But where the hell do I go, though? That's the question. I'll find out next time. See you in a bit, guys.